What other franchise brands did you look at outside of Tropical Smoothie Cafe?
So the immediate competitor looked at Smoothie King. Their structure is totally different. A lot easier to operate, but their price point, as far as like the profit margin, wasn't enough for me to for the investment. And the control was also an aspect of it because Smoothie King very like they're super controlling. We looked at Chick-fil-A, which is a very, very, very successful. If you can have an opportunity, this is a shameless plug for Chick-fil-A, regardless of how you feel about them politically. That brand, every single franchisee that is in that brand is successful. Now, their franchise structure is not a traditional franchise structure. So that's the other thing, right? You have to decide how involved do you want to be? How much control do you want to have? Because you have brands like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, those brands are very much controlled. It's more of a license to operate and less of a traditional franchisee structure of what you would think, right? So your autonomy doesn't really exist. You're not, if you need to follow the brand, and this is the brand, like there is no outside, but they also give you a tremendous amount of brand support. I mean, Chick-fil-A will train your employees. This is why all the employees are consistent, right? They will train your employees. And if you are somebody who is like, man, I just want to get into the franchise industry and not have to do anything, right? As far as like creating a roadmap, Chick-fil-A has that roadmap. The only thing with that is Chick-fil-A requires you cannot be an absentee owner. You have to be present. They typically make you, one of the things that was the biggest threat for us was in order for us to be a franchisee, we had to work in the store, like in stores for a year. But my husband couldn't do that because he was playing. So it was like, okay, am I going to really go work in Chick-fil-A for a year? And I was like, no. But funny story, ended up doing that with Tropical Smoothie. So, but I encourage, that is their profit margin is insane. So like, you're not going to not make money, right? And it's a very consistent brand.